Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker!
No, not your personal butt rest. You're going to get us kicked out of the museum.
Just wanting to make a point here, it's kind of weird that Ben 10 and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX kind of happen around the same time. Both about a kid with a thing on his arm that could summon heroes, some of which were from space. I mean, the similarities are there, but considering Ben 10's original concept, I couldn't help but reference.
Bores me to death.
Hey, can I have a piece of that?
Sorry, chocolate's for superheroes only.
This scene was brought to you by Ace Trainer Dami. Where does Ben keep his chocolate? And how does his chocolate stay perfectly pristine on a hot summer's day in a 10-year-old's pocket? That's not how chocolate works.
Take me to your Bicythium alloy.
I'm guessing he doesn't get the idea that we don't call it Bicythium alloy on Earth. But then again, apparently iron ore, which is what it is rare out in space.
A Tetraman? Hey, this planet really is a dump.
I think that's racist. I don't know that much about Tetramans aside from the basics, but what's he trying to say about them? God, Sixsix sucks at aiming. Look at this. First 2 shots, he didn't even move, then misses on the 3rd and 4th.
By the provisions set forth in the Galactic Code of Conduct, I order you to surrender. Will you yield?
Think about it. They've asked this to everyone they've fought. And if they say no, what happens? You just beat them up some more? Then what's the point of asking? Also, no one surrenders after 1 hit.
So, what's a big, strong alien like you doing on a planet like this?
Here's another sin from Ace Trainer Dami, and apparently a mature Tetraman is hitting on a 10-year-old Tetraman. But the thing is, I don't think this is necessarily a sin, because we don't know when a Tetraman is classified as mature.
We heard you were of somewhat limited mental capacity.
Do you expect a child to be some brain-age genius, Mr. Floating Head in a Jar?
A tetrabyte, limited mental capabilities, all brawn, no brains. You know the type.
Okay, you can dial down the Birdly a little bit, because we don't need another Birdly from Deltarune who just praises his own intelligence while downsizing everyone else's. Asshole. Okay, so I looked up Birdly to find a picture of him from Deltarune, but I also found this. Apparently, a Birdly is a virtual reality flight simulator thing. To simulate flight in, like, some VR game. The weird things you learn when you Google Deltarune.
Element X.
Okay. We give up. What's Element X?
Oh, you know, it's that stuff. If you break down, then polymerize with other agents, you get Chemical X, which can effectively turn you into an OC character with more powers than any shonen hero ever created. That kind of stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry, but the Galactic Code is quite clear. Provision 373-837. No civilian visitors in secure areas of the ship. You and your granddaughter must remain here on the bridge.
I just realized something. What's the point in the Galactic Enforcers? The plumbers, who also operate in space and originated in space, have alien soldiers galore with probably much better powers than default Superman, Tetraman, and basic telekinesis. So what's the point of these guys? Are they working for someone? What's the deal?
I just gave him a little. I was trying to be polite.
You did this? I suspected you could not be trusted.
Dude, what the hell is your problem? How would he have known that chocolate would have made Ultimo sick or have that poisoning or whatever? It's common courtesy. If he knew chocolate would induce this whatever, he would never have offered it.
Come on, chocolate is a super weakness? You have to admit, that's pretty lame.
Well, considering the rest of the galaxy calls iron ore Bicythium alloy, it wouldn't surprise me if another one of our common things was dangerous to a species. Like, do polymorphs explode in salted water?
What'd you do that for?
As the leader, I announce our presence with authority.
And let the bad guys know we're here?
What's your point?
See? Just like Birdly from Deltarune. Plays up that he's a super smart guy, but is really a dumbass. And how do they even function if they have rules like this? Like, they get away when you let them know you're there.
Are you finally going to become a Tetraman?
Probably be less creepy if we knew what was the difference between a juvenile and a mature Tetraman.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be attacking Sixsix. Get up! I'll draw their attention and you take out Volcanous.
Why didn't we stay in that nice, safe spaceship?
That's a good point. And Super Spider-Man Jabiri asked the same thing. Why didn't you two stay in the ship? What was the point of coming down?
But according to protocol in the Galactic Code of...
Forget protocol! This time we do it the Tennyson way.
Yeah, protocol. Look what that got you. Villains getting away, you literally accepted something that was poison to you, and it's awfully convenient that Dollar Store Superman over here, Ciguateratoxin or whatever, wore off right as the battle ended. Just pointing this out, if a juvenile Artilian Pterodota can survive re-entry, then that would more or less just be a hot bath for them, I assume.
No plan, no rules, no...
Here's an easy way to be a hero. Beat up the bad guy, tie him up, give him to the authorities. You don't need like thousands and thousands of rules to be a functioning superhero, unless you work for the government.